Hello YouTube, this is Mr. Meeblink here, and this is my first YouTube video, and it's going to be an unboxing and review of the new iPod Touch, the 4th generation, 8GB as specified on the back. First off, I would like to show that this is Apple's really nice packaging. It is a hard plastic packaging which protects the iPod and looks very nice. On the bottom here it has your product description, the model, the name, designed by Apple in California and everything. So let's open it up. Here inside, first off, is of course the iPod, which has a little protective film thing on it, but we'll get back to that. Here we have a fingertips guide, which is pretty much just a quick start guide, just to show you how to sync and charge your iPod. Just go to the home screen and just shows you all those basic things that you need to know when you first get it. Next is an iPod Touch Important Product Information Guide, which is just telling you please don't jailbreak it or drop it in water because that could affect your iPod. Next is Apple's 30-pin dock connector. As we see here, here's the 30-pin dock connector, and it hooks up to the bottom of your iPod. And here's your standard USB part, which hooks up into a computer or an Apple charging station to charge or sync your iPod. The only difference is this is squared off, but that's a small difference compared to the other Apple USB chargers. Next we have the Apple headphones. These headphones have an alright quality for audio. It isn't the best, but it's good enough just to start out with, listen to your music, throw around, just whatever. But these won't last too long. They'll maybe last 2 or 3 months, but I would recommend getting another pair. The pair I have right now is the Skull Candy in-ear inked headphones. They were $15 to $20, I think it was. You can find them on eBay or at a Ross department store. But compared to these, they are really good, superb quality, and have a really good bass, which is good if you like to listen to rap or hip-hop or whatever. So let's get started on the iPod review. So let's start off with the dimensions of the iPod. Let's go ahead and take the protective film off. Okay, for the iPod, let's zoom out here. It is 4.4 inches for the height. The width from here to here is 2.3 inches, and the depth here is 0.28 inches. Which is really thin compared to the iPod Touch 3rd generation. I recall them saying it was about 20% thinner than the previous model. And the weight for this, this thing weighs nothing. It weighs 3.5 ounces, which when in your hand, it feels really light. On the edges, it is rounded off. Let's see if we can view here. It's rounded off on the edges. So that adds to how good it feels in your hand. For it's rounded off, that makes it a lot thinner, and in your hand it feels great. On the sides here, we have your volume up, and then your volume down. And on the top, you have your lock and your sleep button. On this side, there's actually nothing. And then on the bottom, you have not a microphone, but a speaker, a 30-pin dock connector for your 30-pin dock cable, and then you have a 3.5mm headphone jack, which will fit pretty much any standard headphone. Okay, the screen itself for the Retina display, it is really nice. It's 960 by 640 for the pixel resolution at about 326-325 pixels per inch. It is 3.5-inch multi-touch display right here. And that's all for the dimensions. One problem though I am having is whenever the iPod is laying flat on a table, it's hard to reach the buttons for the volume and the lock because since it's rounded off and the buttons are on the rounded off edge, it's hard to reach down there and get it. So you sort of have to pick it up, which that's just a minor fault by Apple on the design. But other than that, it's great hardware. On the front, you have a front-facing camera for, say, FaceTime or just taking photos or any kind of video. The camera quality for the front and the rear camera, for taking still photos, it's decent camera quality. And then for videos, it's really great on the back. It takes HD videos up to 30 frames per second with audio. So on the back camera for videos, it's really good. And it's accompanied by a microphone, which has really good audio. I was surprised. On the back, we have the laser engraved name, which Apple includes now with any Apple product for the iPods. They give you free laser engraving for a name, a greeting like Merry Christmas or whatever. And then on the back, I forgot to mention, the iPod comes with 2 Apple logoed stickers, which I put one on the back just to help protect it until I get a case. And down here you have your 8 gigabytes, designed by Apple in California, assembled in China, the serial number, FCC, and all that stuff. So there you have it. There's the hardware perspective of the iPod. So now let's hop in to the software of the iPod Touch. I'm only going to show the new features of the iPod Touch 4G because I'm not going to go too in-depth on the iOS 4. I'll go more in-depth with another later review on the iOS 4 software just itself. But for now, let's just go into the new features. When you first start, you have your usual home screen with the time, the date, Wi-Fi settings, the lock screen, and the battery status. So let's go ahead and slide to unlock. So the first thing that you notice on here is the background. It has changed from a plain black background to the water drops. But the background, the picture can be changed to anything that you take or download. Apple also includes about 20 photos of just random objects such as the water droplets, the earth, leaves, and I think you have like a pink camouflage, so just whatever. Another thing is the camera. So let's go ahead and zoom out here. And here I am with a camcorder. And one thing that it has is focus. So say you want to focus on me. You'll tap, and I sort of lighten up while everything else darkens. So just click the camera shutter, and there it is. So for the photo, there it is. Like I said, it's a decent quality photo. And then you switch, and we'll go to the rear camera. So there it is. Let's go and focus on this dictionary back here. Focus, and it also has zoom, which is alright. Zoom, focus, takes picture. So here it is. It's a decent photo. Nothing really too special. Okay, so now let's go over here to camcorder, or video recording. It's pretty good. There it is. You can just take the video, stop it, switch the camera, and now let's go to the back. This one is the HD quality one, so we'll start it. We'll do the video, and at the top it has a timer showing how long you've gone for. Stop it. And one neat feature that it has is you can trim the video. So say you don't want the beginning part, you can trim it. Done. Oops, my bad. Go up here and then trim. You can trim the original or save as a new clip and therefore delete it or edit it or whatever. So now let's go back here and we will go to FaceTime, which is a new feature. On here, FaceTime, you have your favorite screen when it first comes up, and that shows your favorite contacts. Whoops, got out of focus there. Back in. There you go. It shows your favorite contacts that you can add. I don't have any contacts right now because I deleted the contacts and the gamer tags just to protect the privacy of friends and stuff. Here's your recent calls. I deleted those also. Your missed ones, and then all your calls. And here's the contacts. The FaceTime quality is pretty good, but there's only one problem, is you can only FaceTime with other iPod Touch or iPhone users. So far, there's no application that lets you FaceTime or talk with video chat with a user on a computer. So that's just one thing, but it will hopefully be improved. Another new feature is Game Center. Game Center is an Xbox 360-like thing that lets you interact, play games with your friends. The first thing you notice is up here it shows your gamer tag. Mine is the Meeble. Feel free to add me. I have probably around 50 friends right now, but I could always use more. Your friend says 0 because I deleted them right now. The games, I have 1 game, and then achievements are 0. And down here you have status. That can just update your status to like playing whatever game. Here you have your friends, and then you have your games. Right now I just have Stickbow, which is a pretty fun game. And then requests. One feature that's not really new, but I'd just like to add and show is voice memos. All it is just a simple application that lets you record voice memos. So let's go ahead and record. And right now it's recording my voice. You can see at the top it shows recording and then the time of like how many seconds it's been recording. And down here I think that's volume or something, because whenever I talk the needle goes higher, and then whenever I go silent it goes down. So we'll stop, and then we can delete it from here. Right now it's recording my voice. You can see at the top. And then you can hear what we just recorded, so we'll go back from that. And there you have it. That's about all the new features that I can think of right this second for the iPod. But like I said, I will be doing a review of the iOS 4, which will show all the iOS 4 features, not just the ones new to the iPod. So that's my review and unboxing of the iPod Touch 4th generation. Compared to the other iPods, like the 3rd generation and everything, I like this one a lot, and I would recommend it. If you like to upgrade or even just get a new iPod, I would highly recommend it, because all the new features, it's worth the upgrade. It's really worth it. Like, I think that the cameras, that's just one of the many new features. The iOS 4, the Retina display, all those, it's really worth it. But this is my first video review and first video on this new YouTube channel. So if you could rate, comment, and subscribe. The comments, I just want right now to just tell me like how the video was, how the quality was, am I talking too loud, too fast, just whatever. And subscribe to my channel, because I will be doing more reviews on, like, I have a cheap eBay China iPod Touch case. I have a Griffin iPod Touch case. Like I said, I'll be doing a review on these Skull Candy inked headphones, and I'll even be doing some giveaways. So please rate, comment, subscribe, whatever, and thank you for watching.